guys, welcome back down to the foreshore. It's me, Old Father Thames. It's kind of windy, I know I always say that, so don't know if you can hear me. Anyway, in a bit of a different spot today. Already got my specs on, ready to go. Let's see what we can find. Alright guys, well, we're going with a voiceover again today because I was having a real struggle with the wind. There are some bits I managed to record. So let's do it, live voiceover. This is an interesting little find. It's a tile, and it's actually from the Tuileries. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. The Tuileries of Monopole or Monopole. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. That is a French tile manufacturer. I've got some really nice pictures of the tile factory, so I'm going to put some up on the screen for you now. The Tuileries, or Tuileries, I can never pronounce that properly. Anyway, the tile makers were based in French Flanders. Here's a little bit of information from the Watten.fr website. They've got some great stuff on there if you're interested in pan tiles and tile making history. At the beginning of the 19th century, Mont de Watten was exploited for its clay deposit by the Landau establishments for the manufacture of pan tiles, or pans. The clay quarry has now become a protected natural site, Lac Bleu, owned by the Nord Department. It was in 1912 that the Watten factory of the Tuileries du Nord and Pas-de-Calais was created by Julien de Rouffeler, administrator, technical director. Now, when they were inaugurated, the Tuileries works of the architect Malvoisin stretched over 700 metres in length. That is massive. Its buildings punctuated by thousands of white windows embedded in the multicoloured masonry. You can see that here now on the screen. Their construction took 11 months of work. The output at the time was 120,000 tiles per day, a lot. Successively enlarged in 1921 and 23, the tile factories occupied nearly a kilometre of the banks of the Aar Canal at the foot of the Mont de Watten. The tile factories were taken over by Comptoir Tuileries du Nord and employed up to 700 workers. During the Second World War, the factory was used to store munitions and suffered significant damage due to bombing. Aye, well, it may be broken, but I'm pleased with this, or rather should I say incomplete. I'm pleased with this because I never really find them. Here we go. Pipe stem, but look at that wonderful decoration. Now I know from experience that is a lady's foot. So there we go. A lady's foot going into, well, a lady's calf, stockinged calf going into a dainty little shoe there. We're missing the ball, obviously, but I'm happy with one of these stems. Never had one of these before. Lots of bits of pottery. There's some feather edge pearlware, a bit of blue and white, and this piece of stoneware that's got some detail around the edge. It's kind of nice. I'm going to take these with me. They're always great for using in handling boxes when I'm teaching kids about mudlarking and history. So yeah, I'll take them with me. Plenty of pottery in this area here, and a lot of Victorian to Edwardian stuff. But look, this red chinoiserie, early 20th century. I keep finding pieces of this, so let's see how many I can find. Around here we've got lots of bits and bobs, lots of fragments. As I said, I don't often come up to this spot. Like these little glass fragments. There's lots of tumbled glass around here. Here we go. I can tell that is going to be some more of the same pot. I wonder what happened here. Did someone just chuck this from their window recently? Or, I mean, it doesn't have that much age, but it's kind of cool hunting all the pieces down. What's this peeping out of the foreshore? Looks like a little lid of some kind to me. Yep, maybe from a teapot or some other kind of lidded jar. Oh, Oh, I know what this is sticking up here. It is, I can tell from the rim, it is part of a chamber pot, and the sides there, the rim, a bit thicker for your comfort, I think is the idea. Okay, now let's have a look. This is such a weird one. So I was with my friend Alexandra this day. I was mudlarking, and I think that looks like a Disney character with a nose, teeth sticking out, and it looks like a snout of some kind, like Sylvester or another dog character maybe, but I haven't found the right one yet. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And now just some more bits and bobs. That looks like some stoneware there, another glass piece. And I love these little fragments that just have a tiny telltale piece on there, some transferware. Heading on still into a pottery zone. This is the base of a blacking pot actually, so very thick stoneware there, Victorian to early 20th century. Some pics on the screen now. Spotted this little lead something, little lead weight or an offcut. Anyway, keeping that. I've got something really exciting coming up in a minute, so stay tuned. Before that, let's have a little look at some more fragments, some slipware there. Love that mottled kind of blurry brown, and another piece of earthenware. Little bits of glass. We've got another glass find coming, and it's a goodie. What do you make of this? Can you see it? There it is. Now, I've sent this off to the museum. I'm hoping it's a Roman gaming piece, an oculi, like the ones you can see on the screen in a minute. I'm not convinced, but I'm hoping it's Roman. So keep your fingers crossed for me, and we'll delve into that in the future. Here are some comparison pieces for you. You can see why I'm kind of confident that it might be Roman. And I can see another sweet fragment here, this time from the pipe bowl. There's a lady. Oh, and there's a bit of a name there. Okay, so we can research this one. Likely not Marshall Mathers, aka the Slim Shady, but oh look, there's a bit of script on there. Alright, we'll find out who that is. Although I haven't yet identified the pipe, I have identified the pipe maker, and that is Michael Martin of Woolwich. If you look here, you can see exactly where his pipe manufacturing workshop was on this map. Alright, to spot the find, a relatively easy one. Down here. Here we go. I'm sinking slightly. Yes, it's a nice chuckstone, alley gob, whatever you call them, knuckle bones, little Victorian toy. Actually, they went on till about the 1950s, I think, in this clay kind of material that's sometimes glazed, and then, yeah, my grandmother used to call them jacks, and she had metal versions. Alright, there you go. Alright, let's see if this is what I think it is. Let's have a look. Alright, well. Okay, yes, so that is a fired bullet, and there are a few out here today. Check it out. And there we go, yet again. That looks like a 303 to me. Yep. Alright. That one can come with me. Okay, I see a coin find. I can see it's new, but you know what? Doesn't matter, because there may be more coins lurking. Alright guys, what are we saying? I can see it probably a bit nibbled. Is this gonna be just a... Oh. Okay, there's a nice chunky piece of Staffordshire, and it's, or Sunderland in fact. I think that was probably a dish, some kind of large dish. Okay, two lovely things. One is quite a random bit. You might know what it is if you've watched my videos before. I've found one of these before. I'm going to bet you now this is a British Railways tag. Okay, so we can't see the British Railways, but we can see there the number. Somewhere on here it should say British Railways. I'll get that home and cleaned up. And then show you what it looks like. But yes, I've got one at home already. And then over here, you'll be able to see it any minute. There we go. There we are. Fairly modern Hindu offering. It's been in the river some time, so I'm going to take this one home. I don't always take them, but this is like a plastic or resin or something. But they say once these have hit the water, the offering's job is done. Apparently that's the way it is. Once they've hit the water after they've been thrown in, it's okay if we take them. Now, whether that's someone just making themselves feel better or whether that's the truth. Anyway, I'm taking this. You know, it's plastic. So, there we go. This is Goddess Kali. She's referred to as she who is death, goddess of time and doomsday, and she's the consort of Lord Shiva. Now she's one of 10 Mahavidya, fearsome tantric goddesses. Behold her garland of freshly severed heads, comprehend her skirt of bloodied arms, her tongue spills out as her lips snarl back. I've got a quote here. The Dark Mother in all her love and ferocity will guide you through transformation by dissolving all forms and time. She will tear things up to help you see what is needing to die inside of you, such as self-limiting beliefs or attachments to the past that prevent you from moving forward. She's the darkness most of us fear. She's fierce, she's loving, she will transform you. Now that was written by the Kali Collective in Glasgow, and if you know me even a tiny bit, you'll know why I couldn't have found a more apposite deity. Although my tongue is not generally hanging out of my head, I don't own a garland of freshly severed skulls or a skirt of arms. I do love change, chaos and time. She's the goddess of death, yes, but in that, Kali is also the goddess of rebirth. In chaos there is order, in time there is change, but also stasis, and so on. She's a force of life, I think. Either that, or my house is about to fall down with me under it, because she's actually sitting on my desk at the moment and keeps me company while I'm working. Okay, some other little bits and bobs I'm going to take. This piece of leather here. I love seeing these stabbing marks in the leather. I'm not sure what this was for. It's gone pretty hard. It must have been out of the water for a while. Possibly something to do with the shoe. Anyway, I'm going to take that. And also this piece of bone that's being cut into. That's super interesting. I'm going to take those two. Here's an odd bit that I've spotted, and I'm not really sure what's going on with it. That's super odd. Doesn't that look like a little figure? How very strange. It looks like a torso. Spot the find. Yes, it's the first complete bowl of the day. Nice little pipe bowl there. 17th to 18th century. Love it. Pleased with that. Couple of funny dents on it. Some milled decoration at the top there. And you can see me still holding on to that Roman, hopefully, gaming counter. Another lovely little piece of pottery. It's transferware, but it's got a real tin glaze sort of design on it. But yeah, I thought I'd keep that one. It's lovely. And here's a piece of fossilized tree bark or tree root. I'm not entirely sure. I'm still getting to grips with fossils. But yeah, this is from a tree millions of years ago. Ooh, and here's another spot to find. And I can see a really saucy second pipe bowl of the day. Little bit earlier. Look at this beauty. So early to late 17th century. I really like this. Love the milling around the top and that tiny little heel there. Tiny little spur. It's lovely. Mystery find now. What do you think, guys? I have no idea what it is. It's a piece of cut metal, obviously, but from a piece of machinery, I don't know. Do your best and tell me exactly what you think this is. I would appreciate it. It's a cool little thing. I'm keeping it. Maybe use it in some artwork. Not sure. Love the form of it. Another strange thing. This looks like a giant slate pencil. It feels like a carbon pencil, but I actually think it's a carbon fibre rod. It looks like it's sort of been worn down to use it as a pencil, as I'm demonstrating there. So I'm going to be using it as a nice pencil. Time for you brick fans to get a bit of loving in. So let's see what we've got here. A cliff and a couple of others coming up that I don't know. I'll see if I can find any info and stick it up on the screen. So I'm going to take this, it's just a little foot, like a little pedestal thing for a bowl, but I can use this for displaying stuff at exhibitions. That is a really super cute. So that's going to come with me, probably Victorian kind of stoneware. Love that. Okay, last find of the day. What's this? What's this? Well, there we go. It's a piece of open work, something or other, maybe a decorative plate to go on the wall, or maybe part of an ornament. Yeah, very sweet. Maybe I'll take this. Go on then. So I just came back to the stairs and I found these pieces. Very kindly left behind for me by my friends. By my friend Alexandra, who I've been mudlarking with. That's so cool. She knew I was trying to find these. I've got some pieces in my bag. So yeah, I will do what I can to put this together. A nice little project. Okay guys, well that is me for the day. Yeah, I had some fun down here today. It was unexpected, wasn't quite sure what I was going to find, not been here for a long time. But I had some good finds, I think, and I am so pleased with that. So thank you so much, Alexandra, for leaving those bits behind for me. See you soon, take care.